Hey everybody, it's Pam and Bill from Country Living Newbie Custom Decor in Spring Hill, Tennessee. Welcome to our live video tonight on the Dixie Belle page. Tonight we're going to be painting fabric, but before we do that, I want to make sure everyone is aware of the new flea market decor paint line. So we're going to let you know we have it all in stock, lots of it, at Country Living Newbie, and most of the Dixie Belle retailers are carrying this. So you can get this for a limited time only. There are 6 beautiful colors and they're all listed right here. Patina, Aged Ivory, Market Green, Birchwood, Golden Years, and Reclaimed Barn. It is a wonderful creamy formula. You will absolutely love it. But limited time only, $21.95 wherever you go. And it only comes in 16 ounce. But you gotta try this paint. It's beautiful, beautiful color and just super nice formula. So wanted to make sure you were all aware of that. And when you jump on, say hello. We want you to invite your friends. We put our page link up in the description, so jump on over to our page and check us out. And gosh, I was gonna say something else and it just left me. So, tell us where you're from. So when you get on, let us know you're here, say hello, tell us where you're from.
We've got a ton of people already.
Yeah.
Idaho, Wisconsin, Missouri, and someplace called Mo.
I think that's Missouri, right? Mo, yeah.
Probably. Yes.
Okay.
Kentucky.
So, great, our neighbors.
Right.
Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. So we are a premier Dixie Belle retailer in Spring Hill, Tennessee. We're about 40 minutes south of Nashville. And I don't know if you all have been watching the news, but the NFL draft is going on in Nashville right now, and the St. Jude Half Marathon. And this is the biggest Nashville flea market weekend. It is crazy, crazy in Nashville. 200,000 visitors is what I heard last. They've never seen a crowd like this, and Nashville can party, let me tell you. So it's very busy around here. So tonight we're gonna paint some fabric. There's a couple different ways to do this. We're gonna show you how we do it and maybe another way or two. But you know, this isn't how you have to do it, right? That's the great thing about Dixie Belle paint. It's so versatile. We're going to talk about 2 different kinds of waxes, 2 different ways of sealing this and actually putting your paint on the fabric. So you got to try some of these, you know, check out other videos or other tutorials out there on painting fabric. So find what works best for you. I think the fabric has a little bit to do with it too. So tonight we are painting a very textured fabric. So there's lots of grooves in it. It's very patterned. So, you know, it's not just a smooth laying on paint kind of fabric. So we'll talk a little bit about the different techniques. Now at the end of the video or throughout the video, if you make a decision, I need your help. So the top of this stool is gonna be Caviar, which is Dixie Belle's rich, deep black. It's gorgeous. So the top's gonna be black, and then I'm gonna paint the bottom either black to keep it all kind of sleek. I probably will distress it though. I don't know if you can kind of see over here. So a real popular look in our area is painting something black and then distressing it so the natural wood or the stain comes through. Very popular in our area. So either that or in sandbar. So this is sandbar. It's a nice kind of pale beige that would go nice with the black. And I did half and half so you can kind of see what it looks like, but throw in the comments, you know, let me know what you think would look best. And then I'll probably, more than likely, put one of Redesign with Prima's stick and style stencils because I'm addicted to these things. We used them in a paint workshop a couple nights ago. They are just amazing. So I'll probably put that on either color. So with the black, I'll probably do some sandbar flowers, or on the sandbar, I'll do some black flowers.
We're already getting a couple of all black and somebody with a sandbar.
All right, now it can't be 50-50, okay? It's got to tilt one way or the other. I couldn't decide, so I'm like, let me let you all decide.
Are we gonna go with the masking tape look?
And if you particularly like this masking tape, I can keep it or I can take it off. So, okay. All right, so the reason I did this is we're gonna do a couple steps tonight. This side here obviously has no paint on it, so we're gonna get our first coat of paint on there. This side, I split into obviously 2 halves. This side was painted, 1 coat of Caviar, lightly sanded, and then another coat of Caviar, and then I sealed it with Best Dang wax in black. Okay, now you'll see some other techniques where you can mix your Caviar paint or whatever color paint you're using with the clear wax, and you can actually do that for your paint layer. So you don't have to paint and then wax. You can mix them together and do it in one step. So again, you're going to hear a couple different ways to do this. So you find out what works for you and you go with it. Try them all.
So somebody asks, what were those stencils again?
They're called Stick in Style stencils. They're with Redesigned by Prima. And I can put my link if you want to order from our online store. You can order from us. They're amazing. They come in a couple different, and I think I have all but one. But there's like a tile pattern. There's a couple different floral ones. And it's in a very long 15-yard roll. And they're adhesive, so you can cut a strip of it and you can reuse it over and over. We just, in our class the other night, we cut a strip. We were doing the top of a shutter and just passed that strip around and everyone used it over and over. So it's not just a one and done, you can keep using it. So I'll put my link to order at the end of the video. So going back to the stool, so this side, like we said, was 2 coats of Caviar, some sanding in between. I think when it's kind of like on wood, you know, sometimes when you apply paint, especially if you're doing a wash onto raw wood, it kind of lifts the grains up. I think when you're applying your wet paint to fabric, it also lifts the fabric fibers up and it makes it really, really rough. And of course, when the paint dries, it's going to be rough. So it's not going to be real smooth like the fabric side. But if you sand it in between your paint and then you apply your wax, you actually get a pretty, it's almost like suede. So it's not as soft as the fabric side, but it's kind of a suede feel. So that's that side. So on this side, this is just 2 coats of Caviar sanded in between, and right here on the end, and actually probably right here, I used Easy Peasy spray wax. So what I wanted to show you was how even when you sand your first or second layer of paint, you're going to kind of dull the paint a little bit, but don't fear. It's kind of like when you sand regular paint on wood or furniture, you kind of get that dullness, but when you put your clear coat or your wax on, that color comes right back. That's exactly what happens with this. So
you get that dullness?
The dullness? Okay. I'm part Italian, so I got to do the hand thing just a little bit. Okay, so I don't know if, can you see that or not, where the grain, not the grain, it's not wood, but the fabric is almost kind of coming through a little bit.
Yeah, move your hand just so, because it's hard to focus when you're moving.
Oh, sorry.
Hand. So yeah, you can see the fabric coming through.
So when I spray this wax on, and you want to shake this really well, I'm going to read the instructions to you in a minute. All that dullness, I keep doing the hand thing, sorry, will go away. And all you'll see is the black, just like on this other side. So you can use the Best Dang wax, or you can use the spray wax. Totally up to you, you know, personal preference. Either one works. And I put the black wax on this. It's 7 Central now. I did this around 11 this morning, and this is totally dry. Okay, so there's nothing coming off on my hand. And I did not sand after putting the Best Dang wax on, so it's pretty smooth, like that suede feeling. So this is going to need some time to dry. So we're going to flip this around, and then we're going to get our first coat of Caviar on here. So the key with fabric, especially this kind of fabric that has just a lot of detail in it, and it's real, what's textured. You have to use a damp brush, and it's also a good idea to keep your fabric damp as well, because if you just try to put your brush over the fabric, you're not going to get into all those grooves. So you want to keep it damp to kind of move the paint around and really dig into the fabric. Do not use your most famous, your most favorite Dixie Belle synthetic brush on here. You're going to be really kind of digging in and really messing with those bristles. So the best thing to use is a chip brush or maybe an older natural bristle brush, but don't use something real expensive because it's going to take a lot of wear on your brush.
Couple questions.
Yeah.
Does the wax come off when you sit on it?
No, it's dried. Whoops, not that side. That side is not dry. But no, this will seal it in and the wax will not come off.
Does it have to cure, or is it okay to sit on?
I probably would not sit on it today. I mean, just like wax, normal wax takes some time to cure. I would probably give it at least a day or so. And it depends how heavy you put it on. If you mix it with the paint, it's not going to be as heavy, so it may dry a little quicker. But this was just like pure wax on top. So again, I can really press. I mean, nothing is coming off on me. So I'll probably give it like the white pants test tomorrow. I'll sit on it and let you guys know. But no, it should not come off, just like on your furniture.
And would it be better to wait until done painting to spray the wax?
Yeah, so you want to wait till your paint is dry. So on this side, this paint was dry, and then on this side, before I applied the best dang wax, my paint was completely dry. And it will take a little while to dry, right? Because you're wetting your fabric, you're wetting your paint, so it will take some time. It's not like painting furniture where Dixie Belle dries in 20 minutes and you're good to go with your top coat. Although I usually wait 24 hours on a top coat too, but you can apply it fairly quickly. Okay, so I'm using my mister bottle here, and I'm just spraying the fabric. I'm not drenching it, but I'm just getting it damp, and I'm spraying my brush. And I have a good amount of paint. I know we always say, thin coats, you don't need a lot of paint, but with this fabric, because it's so textured, I'm really gonna kind of lay it on pretty thick, which I think I can do pretty well, right? Lay it on pretty thick.
Oh yeah.
That's my husband Bill behind the camera. So we're a husband and wife team that quit our jobs just over a year ago. In fact, our 1-year anniversary of our store is Sunday. So we quit our jobs to open this store. We worked 26 years in healthcare. I know there's lots of nurses out there doing this, and Bill's a respiratory therapist, but he's a magnificent carpenter. So he builds things, and we do a lot of custom furniture, and I paint them. And what I want to tell people, I saw the best meme on Facebook today, because it really kind of sums up how I feel about painting, because I'm pretty new at this, right? I've only been doing this just over, I guess, about a year and a half now. And the meme was, never be afraid to be a beginner. It's like, it's okay. You have to be a beginner at some point, whatever you do, right? And if you're going to be a beginner at painting, Dixie Belle paint is the absolute best paint to use because it's so forgiving, it's so easy, and look at all these videos and ambassadors and, oh my gosh, I mean, there's just so much support out there. So
Deanne is asking if that's a special spray bottle.
it's just a mister bottle like for that they use at the salon, so you can get them on Amazon. There's different sizes, so it's you can just search in Amazon mister bottle. I can also,
it's not a spray bottle.
right. And I can put the link to those. I don't think I have one here, the ones I buy on Amazon. This was actually the first one I bought. It was kind of small, so there's different sizes. But I will also throw the link to the mister bottles on Amazon as well.
Another question: can this be sealed with poly?
I don't know the answer to that question.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna think no. It's probably way too hard. Like it won't keep the fabric. Like it won't feel very nice.
Yeah, polyurethane. If you're talking about polyurethane, it has some movement to it, but with the movement of the fabric, it will probably crack.
Oh, okay. It would probably soak. You think it would just kind of soak in, or
it would sit on top of the paint. It wouldn't
Okay.
soak into the fabric, but I think it would probably it wouldn't do well. I think.
Okay, it's a good question. And I wondered, and I don't know if Dixie Belle's on or not.
Yeah.
Hey, Dixie Belle. So I always try to anticipate what people might ask, and one of the questions I had wondered was, if you're going to do a light color over fabric, would it be a good idea? I mean, can you use Boss on it to help prevent the color from coming through? Does that fabric bleed? I mean, I don't know. So
I don't think fabric would bleed.
Doesn't really bleed, so the color, you just need to keep covering it,
yeah.
I guess,
I
with
mean,
enough
the only
paint.
thing that bleeds through the wood is the tannins, in the wood.
Yeah. See, that's why Bill's here.
I don't think that would be an issue with the fabric.
All right, so, and it probably looks pretty good to you, but I can see a lot of the tan coming through, which is why I'm kind of going over it a couple times. And you know, more than likely you'll need 2 coats, especially on a thick fabric like this. I did do,
Question?
yeah.
Did you clean the fabric first?
I did not. I did not. In fact, it's probably kind of embarrassing, but we got a fabric bench at Goodwill. And like, the fabric was not pretty. And we painted it, and it was beautiful, but no, I didn't clean the fabric. This is in fantastic shape. So this was new, I think.
That was brand.
Because we took the wrapper off the bottom. Yeah, this is actually a new stool.
So how well does the fabric wear? And I guess it would depend on how much you're going to use it.
Yeah. I mean, you have a protectant on it, so I mean it's sealed. So it should last a pretty darn good while. If anyone has done fabric and has had it for a really long time, let us know. You know, we don't see a lot of our pieces after we do them. And maybe Dixie Belle can help with that answer too. But I mean, it's sealed, it's painted and it's sealed, so it should be good to go. I even saw, God, like a year ago, someone did a video on outdoor furniture that they painted. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I bet, I don't know how well that would hold up, but you just got to try it sometimes, right? So there's our first coat.
So you can really see the difference. Over here is what wax?
So this is the spray wax, and it's still kind of tacky, but it's still kind of coming through the tan. Where this side with the black Best Dang wax is pretty covered. So this one might need another coat because I sanded it, and you're gonna take some of the paint off, and I used a 150 sand paper, but you could probably go even finer.
And there's a little difference in the color too between the two waxes.
Yeah, I think I like the Best Dang wax better. It just feels like more coverage and a little more deep color. So we can let's take a look at the Best Dang wax.
Jeannie says hello from Aztec.
Hello.
Is that Mexico?
Hello. Wow, cool. So we're gonna use the Best Dang wax in black. Super creamy, this wax. Like no odor at all. It's a water-based wax. Very eco-friendly, very easy to use. Again, don't use your amazing wax brush that you love to use on your furniture. I take a chip brush, and if you guys have watched our videos before, I do a lot of dry brushing, so you'll always hear me say cheapo chip brush. Get your cheapo chip brush, cut it down real short, and you can use it as a wax brush. So I have black, brown, other colors. So I use these all the time. Now I have my good ones too.
Leanne is watching from Perth, Western Australia.
Oh, awesome. Wow.
What time is it over there?
Yeah, what time is it there? Okay, so the other thing you have to be careful of when you use one of your cheapo chip brushes to put wax on is it's probably going to shed. Even though it's cut down, you're gonna lose some fibers. So just kind of keep an eye on it. But I have a little bit of wax, and you'll use a little more wax than you would if you were painting on wood. Again, this is thick, it's textured, and you really want to get in there. So right now I'm going over the side that we used the Easy Peasy wax on. Okay, just to get a little richer black in there, and I like the feel better. And that side's wet. Everything's wet. And I'm just kind of going in circles. I'm really digging in. I didn't do any like buffing or anything over here. I just let it dry.
It's 8:20 in the morning.
Wow, you're up early. I hope you're having coffee and getting your day started. Like, this is gonna be the dumb question, but is it like 8:20
a.m.?
I know, but like Friday or Saturday? It's not Saturday,
I think it's
right?
Saturday.
It's Saturday?
Is it Saturday over there?
Geography was not a strong point.
And they don't drink coffee. It's always beer.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, what the heck? We need to move to Australia.
Bastards.
Oh, so the other thing we should mention is...
all we know is stereotypes.
That's awful. We're so
all.
bad. My goodness.
Love to go to Australia.
Oh, I know. So beautiful. And if anyone has the chance to go to California in the end of September, remind me of the dates, Dixie Belle, 29th, around there. Last weekend in September for the combined Prima and Dixie Belle conference. How amazing would that be? And if you guys aren't following that, you need to follow that page or that group. Amazing instructors. So all your favorites, guys. Brandy, Kristana, Tracy's Fancy. So go check that out. You can get over to California.
You should like this. Colleen says New Jersey's in the house.
Yes, New Jersey. What exit? I'm from Parsippany. I was born in Parsippany, New Jersey. Well, I was born in Boonton, but I was raised in Parsippany.
Leanne is drinking coffee, and it is Saturday.
Okay, it is Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good.
Because they always have the ball drop, or what do they do over there? The New Year's celebration.
What do you guys drop over there?
Before we do.
What do you drop? Like a deadly jellyfish? I don't know. Is that like all true, or is that a stereotype too? I think it's true. You guys have a lot of deadly things. But beautiful.
Yeah. Biggest freaking spider in the world.
It's beautiful. Okay.
September 28th and 29th for the Redesign with Prima.
Okay.
And Dixie Belle workshop in 2019.
That would be amazing. Okay, so there is our side with Best Dang Wax. And our side over here is still pretty wet because I had it pretty damp. So after this dries, we're not going to get to do it on the video because we're not going to watch paint on fabric dry for an hour. I mean, if you want to, we will, but I just don't think that'll be fun for y'all. So after this dries, we're going to sand it with like a 150 sandpaper, maybe finer, because this is going to get real crunchy and hard when the paint dries. So just give it a light sanding, and then you'll probably need another coat or two. The other thing you can do is mix, maybe on the second coat, you can try mixing your Caviar paint with some of Dixie Belle's clear wax, and that may take up 2 steps in one, right? It would be your second coat of paint and your sealer all in one. So you really just got to try to, experiment, use these products. And you saw, like, I sprayed the Easy Peasy spray wax, and then I went right over it with the Best Dang Wax because I was like, didn't really get the finish I wanted. So these products are so interchangeable, and because they're all water-based, they can be layered and mixed with no problems. It would have been a good finish
too, except that you already did the paste wax on the...
Yeah, I mean, I had to do the whole thing consistent anyway. So, all right, so... remember.
Sandy's from Chile, Ohio, saying
Ooh.
hi.
Hey, Sandy.
It's a strange name for a town, Chile, Ohio.
Chile. Is it chilly in Chile? Okay, so I need your opinions. Need you in the comments. Are we going all black?
It's kind of 50-50.
50-50?
From what I can see, yeah. I mean, we'll have to go back and check, but...
I mean, we can't really do both.
If it were me, I would do the... What's the...
Whatever whatever you say we're gonna do, I'll probably do
the opposite.
The opposite.
Well, then let's go all black.
All right, so I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. If you guys, who's ever watching on replay after this, let us know. Sandbar.
I like the sandbar.
Or have it all sleek and black with a little bit of distressing.
So Sandy's from cold Ohio.
Cold.
So she must be chilly in cold Ohio. All right.
I love it.
Again, still a strange name.
I love it. All right. Well, I think this, let's see. We're only at 25 minutes. It's probably the shortest live we've done. But I don't want to stretch it out. So,
We got another all black.
all black.
Now we have a black and white.
I can't. Ooh.
Now we have a sandbar. Another sandbar. What sandbars ahead?
We'll do some tallying and we'll show you when it's all done. But maybe we'll do sandbar and then we'll do some Dixie dirt or black wax.
Why don't you do every other? Do one black, do one sandbar.
Did you check a checkerboard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do like a Harlequin thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it that you do that checkerboard pattern? That
Oh,
you
the
like?
buffalo. We'll do buffalo plaid.
Buffalo plaid. Yeah.
All right, guys, if you have any questions about painting fabric or using any of Dixie Belle's products, please put them in the comments or jump on over to our page and you can ask us there and we'll be sure to answer you. But give fabric painting a try different techniques, and let us know how it turns out. And we hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, everybody in Australia, Canada, the rest of the United States. Had a lot of people watching.
Love it.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. Take care.